Hey, Brandon. Can you hear me okay, buddy? I got my headset on. I just didn't know if y'all could hear me or not. All right, cool. I get back up on the interstate, I'll bring the chat up on my iPad so I can see it. Hope y'all having a good day today. I mean, right now I'm in Vancouver, Washington. I'll be in Portland, Oregon here in just a few minutes. Got reloaded. Hey, peeps. I can't see the chat right now, so when I get up here on the interstate, I can turn my bring the chat up on my iPad and I'll be able to see it. I didn't remember it bouncing around that much last time I did this. Does it look like it's bouncing around a lot to y'all? Of course, the road's rough too, so. I am very, very, very sore. And I'm in love with Norco right now. I don't remember that camera bouncing around that much. I tried to use all my rubber bands broke, so I'm using zip ties, and it's not. They don't seem to be working as well. But I get to something real pretty or something, I'll lay my hand up there on it and it'll quit bouncing. See if I can find something. Try sliding a couple pins under it, see if that helps. I can't tell if that helped or not. Looks like it did. Here, let's try putting that one on this side. This one over here. That's the end of the pin wiggling around right there. I got another pin in here. There we go. the best I can do you today, folks. Till I get to a truck stop and find some rubber bands. Shit. Hope y'all don't get seasick. It's bouncing around a lot today. A lot of that's just rough ass road. I had to get me some rubber bands here in a little bit. I appreciate y'all showing up, and I don't know if it's just me or if it's everybody, but it seems like my videos and live streams and everything are taking a hit here lately. I'm not getting very many views, and you know, it's not a big deal. I mean, I think it's just because of the time of year. Everybody's wanting to get outside and do stuff other than watch my goofy butt. But you know, it is what it is. I see 3 people and 2 thumbs up. Did that help the shaking any, Brandon? It don't look like it on my end, but I've done a lot of these type videos over in Oregon and Idaho and Wyoming and stuff, but I haven't done one in this part. And this part of the state is the prettiest part. I'm on Interstate 205, which is the Portland bypass for Interstate 5. And I'm going back around to Interstate 84 and going to go east and head towards Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm hoping I'll stop to get and see stop and see David while I'm over there. People over here don't give you no room either. You have to be aggressive over in this part of the country. I thought Houston was aggressive, but this part of the country is really aggressive. We're crossing the Columbia River, so if y'all watch, you may see a welcome to Oregon sign here in a few minutes. If you look on the left right here, there's a little green sign there that says entering Oregon. Y'all see it? We are crossing over the Columbia River. And if I can get my exit right, I may not be able to do it from this direction. Airport Way. No, we ain't gonna be able to get to it from this direction. Airport Way and Marina Drive are basically the same road, but you got to do a little. You got to do this little funky little hitch, and it's hard to do with a truck. Firebird Nation, how are you, buddy? I got chat pulled up now. I see Harold, Peeper, Bun Buns, Firebird. Hey, y'all. Y'all make sure and hit that thumbs up for me. And if you hit the thumbs down, at least have the guts to leave a comment. Let me know who you are. See, these people over here give you no room whatsoever. Now, I plan to do this for 100 miles today, or till my signal poops out, whichever comes first. I wish I could figure out how to run my action camera as a remote camera off my iPad. That would be sweet, because I know my action camera don't bounce around. It's got some kind of anti-vibration stuff going on in it. You know what? I got a brick in here. I might be able to do that. I had to play with that this evening. If I can figure out how to run my action camera off my iPad for a live stream, I may try to pull off a 12-hour live stream one day. I know there's only a few of y'all in here, so I'll let y'all in on a little secret. I'm probably not going to be in a truck much longer. I'm going to give it up, I think. Right lane ends. See, they end the lane in a tunnel. How dumb is that? Or right after a tunnel. Hey, 410 Auto Tech, how are you, buddy? A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Hey, Robert. All right, Brandon. Yeah, don't get yourself hurt, buddy. Christopher, how are you? I know there's not many people in here, but all y'all connect up to each other. That's what I'd like to see. I want everybody to progress in their YouTube venture when they're on my channels. So YouTube's got so damn many words that you can't say anymore that you almost have to talk in riddles. Well, horse, I do have an app. Like I can take my action cameras and put them anywhere on the truck, like even on the back of the trailer, and you know control them from in the cab of the truck. Matter of fact, I may do that later. I may make me a cardboard sign and put it on the back of one of these units back there that I'm hauling. It says "Smile, you're on camera," and put my one of my action cameras back there. Usually, when you do that, you get some pretty crude video. I may try that. That sounds like something fun to do. Put it back there, let it run for a couple hours. I did my last trucking video that I did, the front and rear. I had a camera facing the front and a camera facing the back. The trailer was empty, so you could see how the trailer moved and the people running up beside it and all that stuff. I thought it was a great video, and it's only gotten like 20 something views. I actually thought it was one of my best videos, but that just goes to show you, you never know. Videos of people playing Pokemon Go or whatever that is seem to get more views than real life videos do. I know I'm ranting and I'm bitching, but you know what's my stream? I can do that. John's live. How are you, buddy? All right, John. I was gonna say email me the rules. Um, I mean, and I'll participate as much as I can. Tell you what, John. Better yet, do a video do a video with the rules and post it up. Because, I mean, there's a bunch of it. We all like challenge. By the way, the Twisted $10 challenge, I'm probably going to end it tomorrow. I know I said I was going to do it for 30 days, but I had a couple guys ask for a little more time. So I extended it 2 weeks. I'm going to have some prizes. John, is there a horsepower limitation on it? Because if not, I'm prone to throw 670s and there we go. I lost my screen for a second. 6 people in here, 6 thumbs up. Thanks, everybody. With $110. Okay. Your $110 is your spending limit. If you have, can you use what you have on hand? 'Cause I got a bunch of stuff on hand. I probably won't even have to spend anything. Okay. I'd have done 125, but it's your contest. We'll play by your rules. If you got to go buy nuts and bolts or a bearing or something like that, all that adds up pretty quick. Oh, I can build it ground up with materials, just material and stuff that I have at the house that I didn't pay anything for. You know what? I've got a riding lawnmower at the house that I paid $15 for, and I can take it apart, use parts. So I, I'm on the road a lot. Yeah, man, I got, y'all see my shop. I got material and all kinds of crap laying around there that I can use. I know Brandon does. Brandon would be another good one to get in on this. Question, does it have to be one project per channel, or can two channels work on the same project? Don't you? Hey, Brandon, you still in here? I guess not. I'll have to call him on the phone. Y'all still hear me okay? All right, Horse. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Excuse me. All right. That'd be fun. I like doing the challenge stuff. I don't get to do a lot of it. But I'm in this truck all the time. It's kind of hard to carry a welding machine, cutting torch, and all that stuff around in the truck with you. I got you there, John. I've been on a weight loss thing myself here lately. Y'all see that little travel trailer right there in front of me? That's what I want. That's what I want to go racing with. Hell, he got a travel trailer and a cab over camper. Yeah, I had to reconnect it. It's buffering a little bit right now. On the other side of those trees right there, kind of sucks because you can't see it, but it's just absolutely beautiful. I like to try to show y'all all the stuff that I get to see, but there's only so much I can do with a steering wheel, a phone, and a gear shift, you know. Anybody still in here? Says I got two people in here. One of them's probably me. Hey, Joe. I'm just taking y'all on a little ride. I'm gonna try to do 100 mile on camera today. Got 50 more miles to go. Hey, Justin, you still in here? Yeah. Joe, in my case, though, is off the road again. Just can't wait to get off the road again. The life I love is remembering where I've been. I can't wait to get off the road again. Y'all didn't know y'all was getting a Twisted concert today, too, did you? Thank God there's only 3 people in here, and I'm one of them. Had about all that motorhome I can handle. Yeah, our new EP will be out shortly. Look for it on the Twisted Can't Sing label at Small Engine Nation Productions. Well, I had a good shot of the river and my phone disconnected. Anyway, Every now you get a glimpse of the river through them trees on the left over there. I love this part of the country. I'd like to just park this truck somewhere or walk up in them woods, up in them mountains, and just disappear. There you go. Y'all might get a good view of the river there. John, that ought to be a pretty good combination. I would go to the higher side, probably the 55, 56 tooth, because you're not going to have much horsepower. Well, got 35 more miles to go before I end the stream. Hopefully, my signal will hold up that long. Oh, John, I was saying that they manufacture them buggies all the time with them 150cc motors on them and a torque converter, and that one that El Camino Life Forever has, I've driven it, and it'll get it. It'll run fast enough to turn it over. Just ask him. Yeah, I think you ought to be fine. I don't know what you're putting it on, but well, if you use a big enough sprocket on the back, you should be fine. Are you putting it on a one wheel peel? Yeah, you ought to be fine. Be honest with you, probably get with it pretty good. Yeah, John, I'd probably go with the 56 if it was me. There's Twisted Tricks. Hey, you. I'm doing one of my infamous Twisted 100s. I tie my phone up on the dash, shine the camera out the windshield, and take y'all on a 100-mile ride. Oh yeah, yeah. That's about as fun as watching grass grow, isn't it? Oh, okay, John. Yeah, you ought to be fine, man. Most one-wheel pills have like a 60 tooth on them. But mm, popping blisters are. When I did my grandmother's house. It had that old wood siding on it, and the paint was flaking off of it. I put a wire wheel on my grinder and went through there and knocked all the paint off. Did a pretty good job. You can't bear down on it, just barely touch the surface and it takes that paint right off. Yeah, pressure washer knocked the big parts off anyway. Get one of them wire cut brushes that has the little bitty wires in it. Some of them are brass, and some of them are steel. But you know the real light wires in them. It'll probably take two or three to do the house, but man, it's a lot quicker than and a whole lot easier on your hands than trying to scrape it off with a scraper. If you got a cordless grinder, that's even better. Yeah, my grandmother had a big house too, and we would do one wall at a time. We scrape the paint off, or get all the paint off of it, then we'd prime it and paint it, and then we'd move to another wall to break it up. We were using rollers and paintbrushes. Well, y'all got 24 more miles, 25 more miles. I'm sorry. Hey, Katana, where do you live at? I know you've told me a couple times. I used to have a book with the cities where everybody lived at written down, but it's MIA. Rockford, Illinois. Okay. I knew it was either Illinois or Indiana. I just couldn't remember. No, that's not too smart. Temple, Georgia. I know where Temple, Georgia is, believe it or not. I know where Bremen is too. Yeah, you're pretty much in the middle of nowhere, John. That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with the middle of nowhere. Said I got three people in here now. One of them is me, and 9 thumbs up. I'm almost back to where I left from yesterday. Yeah, Katana, it has its advantages, but living in town has its advantages too. I live right on the edge of a, well, it's not a small town anymore. I've lived there all my life, so I know the old timers anyway. But Houston just keeps spreading out, and it's running over us. I told my wife I wanted to. We sold our house and bought a 48-foot fifth wheel travel trailer. That's what we live in. That's what she lives in. I live in this truck. And the beauty of that is we get tired of where we're at. We buy us a piece of property anywhere and hook up, go. Hey, y'all can see a little bit of the river now. The mountains and stuff. Windy City Steve-O, how you doing, man? Yeah, right now we have, between me and my father-in-law and my parents stuff, we have quite a bit of land around where we live at. And right now we got the trailer at my father-in-law's place, which is where all the businesses and everything are based out of, and she don't have to walk. I mean, she don't have to drive to her office. I mean, her office is right there. Everything is convenient for her. You know, her mom is real sick, so she's always there with her mom. Right now, it's the perfect situation for her, especially with me being out on the road all the time. But uh, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be in this truck. I say that, and I go home, and after a week at home, I'm ready to get back in the truck. So I don't know if y'all will be able to see it. You see that big crane over there on the left? That's the Google facility that I haul all those oversized loads to. That big building and that yellow crane right there. When I come out of Houston, that's where I go to in the Dalles, Oregon. And I guess it's the first time I ever paid attention to it from this side, but it's a lot bigger facility than, looks a lot bigger from out here than it does when you're inside it. Yeah, man, it's good money. I mean, I can't complain about the money. I've had an excellent career. I mean, I've been doing this 30 years. It's a whole lot easier now than it was when I started. But I'm at the point now where I want to be. I want to spend some time at home. You know, I got things in the back of my mind that I want to do besides be stuck out here on this road in this truck. You know, got projects I want to build. I want to do some more racing before I get too old to do it. Of course, I'm too old to do it already, but you know. Yeah, my Kenworth, man, I loved it. I bought a piece of chrome for that truck every week after when I got it paid for. Knew they couldn't come get it. I bought a piece of chrome every week, and I'll do the same thing with this one when it's paid for. Just got to get to that point. I did a 3-year deal on this truck, and November 1st, I would have had it a year. So it's a pretty nice little old truck. It's not my Kenworth. I had my Kenworth set up the way I wanted it. Hey, Mike, what's up, buddy? Yeah, they got to catch me. This little truck right here will run. Little truck, big motor. I had a 650 Cat in my Kenworth. I got a 555 Detroit in here, and this thing's turned up to just under 800 horse. So my Kenworth was just over 850. It'll scoot though. I'm gonna When I get it paid for, I'm gonna have a bigger set of turbos put on it, and run some 8-inch exhaust out the. It don't have any. This truck don't have any stacks on it. The exhaust dumps underneath. So when it's paid for, I'm gonna put 8-inch duals, and I'm gonna turn them out the side right in front of the tandems, down low. I've seen a couple of trucks done like that. It looks pretty sharp. Oh, there's Coin Collector. What's up, buddy? While I got y'all in here, I have been watching tons and tons and tons of videos on these guys going and buy a full box of 50 cent half-dollar coins and going through them looking for the silver. And I'm probably going to order me a forge like Tim bought, like TLT got. I'm probably going to order it tonight. I was just waiting on a few things to clear, but really, Coin Collector, I'm on the highway too. He's at Prime, isn't he, Mike? He going to work for Prime? If he's going to work for Prime, I can tell him some people to talk to, and I can tell him what region to get into. Find out if it's Prime. If it is, get a hold of me. You know, if he's going for flatbed or dry van. The Prime has a hell of a flatbed division. That's where the money's at there. I don't know. Their box traggers do pretty good too. COEs. What are you calling a COE? Because what I'm thinking it is and what you're thinking it is may be two different things. Cab overs. Uh, well, depends on what part of the country you're in. A cab over is losing its popularity because they're rough. They ride rough. Um, and every time you want to work on it, you got to roll the cab over. And if you have anything loose in the cab, everything just flies everywhere. That's why everybody got away from cab overs. But um, now, like if you're up New England states up in there and you're running a lot of docks and real tight facilities and stuff, cab overs way to go. But out on the road, like out here, they ride rough. That's why people don't like them, and they don't have the room that inside them that this thing does. Most cab overs between the seats have a big dog house in there covering the motor up. It's hard to get in and out of the back. Pam, okay. He's already in Springfield. I'd call Prime and hop over there. But hey, I drove for Prime. That's how I got started. I did a lease purchase thing with Prime in the 80s. Yeah, in the 80s. I went to Springfield, Missouri, and did their little class thing, whatever. I had been already been driving, but I wasn't but 19 years old when I went there, and I had an intrastate driver's license, which meant I could only drive within the state of Texas. And Prime had a Texas Regional Board, load board, so that's what I worked off of was the Texas Regional Load Board. And when I left Prime, or when I finished my stuff at Prime, I was only there 3 days. I already had a CDL and flatbed experience and all that mess. But they had to pay somebody to drive my truck to the Texas state line so that I could go to work. And to my knowledge, there's only been like 5 people under the age of 20. I think it's 23. It's either 23 or 25 is their age limit, but there's only been 5 people under that age that was able to go to work there. And I knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody, you know. So that's how I pulled it off. Hey, Willie, what's up, buddy? Yes, sir. Um, BP, I race under USLMRA rules. You have GPT, which is a governed twin class. You leave the governor in it. Bone stock engine. BP is a highly modified prepared chassis. And then you have FXT, which is the unlimited modified B twin class. So Vanguards are pretty popular engines out there too. If you're just starting, I'd build me a GPT. Um, if you need to get a hold of a set of rules or something, get with me and I'll tell you where to go find them. Demilson Sports and Outdoors. How you doing? I was doing 100 miles today, and I'm at 99. Got 5 people in here, 9 thumbs up. If y'all hadn't hit that thumbs up, y'all go over there and hit it for me, please. I'm alive. I got up on the right side of dirt this morning, brother. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, Mike, uh, well, it was a chauffeur's license back then, but I've had a chauffeur's license. I had a hardship chauffeur's license when I was 16 years old, and I had a '67 white auto car. Oh no, a '67 GMC white Volvo, and I used to haul my granddad's equipment around, around town and stuff there where we lived at. And then I got a '69 Mac with a 3-stick Maxidine in it. Was a dump truck, and I drove that for him. And then when he bought a 72 auto car, and I thought I was in hog heaven then. They had a 5 and 4 in it. No, it had a 5 and 5. Stand corrected. Had a 5 and 5, and it would run as fast backwards as it would forwards. And after that, what did he get? Oh, I don't remember the year, but it was old Needle Nose Pete. Old Needle Nose Peterbilt. Had a little 250 Cummins in it and a 9 speed. And at 65 mile an hour, it blew flames out the stacks about 2.5 foot tall. It was pretty cool to watch at night, but and none of them had air conditioning. We were living Central Texas. I got tired sweating to death, and I got into Prime when I was 19, and that's when the road trucking stuff started. Yeah, Willie. Uh, I built a Kawasaki, a 21 horse Kawasaki. Uh, more engine. By the time we can't run turbos or super 20 horse. Not done with it. It was like 85 horsepower would turn 11,000 RPM. And that thing was a rocket. And it just cost so much to build it. And I've been playing around, experimenting and stuff with some opposed twins. And that's what I've been messing with here lately. I'm still messing with the V twins, but I like the opposed twin flatheads. They're just I like taking somebody else something that nobody else is using or interested in and seeing what I can wring out of it. And I've got one right now. Started off as a 19 horse, and I'm right at about 42, 43 horsepower with it. Yeah, Mike, I've been an owner operator. I've been an owner operator just about my whole career. I drove truck for a guy for about 3 months. I had quit driving and was doing millwright work, building engines and stuff like that. Working in a plant. I got tired of doing that, and the guy asked me if I'd come drive for him, and I did, and that turned out to be a fiasco. He turned out to be a real turd. He always paid me my money. He was just a turd to deal with, and 3 months time, I ran enough. I had enough money to make a down payment on that Kenworth, and I got right back in it. But I drove for Prime. I leased, paid for, and owned uh, 3 trucks from Prime. Did the lease purchase thing and went all the way through with it. And I got sick and had to sell them. Had to sell all the equipment and everything. But that's another story for another day. But hey, Willie, I can help you out with them opposed, man. I really like them opposed engines. I'm looking for. I need a 16 horse. I need a 40 cubic inch uh, opposed twin is what I need. 'Cause, I can show you how to build strokers out of them pretty easy. I do my own machine work, everything, most of the time. I sold my lathe and my mill, so I'm having to farm some of the machine work out or go to a. I have access to a machine shop right there close to home, and I'll go over there at night and do my stuff. Well, he was taking his time then, Mike, because the 85 is fuel saving mode for this thing. I'm usually running 80, 85, 90 mile an hour. And usually have an oversized load on. Right now, I'm hauling some pumps, some trailer mounted pumps. I'll give y'all 120 miles in this one because about 20 miles of the stream was no good. So give y'all another 10 miles or so. I love this drive down through here, right, running down beside this river. Oh yeah, they had one of them gutted trucks. I can't do that, man. You'd have to give me a sedative to get me to drive one of them trucks. 2007, I had an '05 Kenworth, my '05 Kenworth, the last one that I had before this one, and well, in 2007, 2008 was when me and that buddy of mine went to jail in Arizona. They stopped it. We was loaded and we were racing across Interstate 8 over there, and they got him for 124 and got me for 127. And it cost us almost 20 grand a piece to get our truck back and get out of jail. When we went to court, judge said, if you pay these fines now, we'll keep this off your driving record. I looked at my wife and said, you need to write him a check. Otherwise, my career would have been over. We paid the fines right there. It never showed up on the driving record. Tell me that wasn't a racket. There's quite a few cities in Texas that's like that. You get a speeding ticket in a big truck. If you pay the fine right there, sometimes you can even pay the fine when they stop you. But if you go to court and you pay the fine right there before you leave that day, it never goes on your driving record. That's if the sheriff or city cop stops you. If a state trooper gets you, you're just screwed. – 103 minutes. I'm gonna let the stream go for 2 hours. So we got about 16 more minutes. If my signal holds up that long. I can almost guarantee you it's not going to hold up that long. It might. Well, that guy right there is a long way from home. His tag said Oklahoma. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down, y'all. Anybody's in here, y'all, thanks for watching. Y'all just bring it.